Creation Chemist. I'm glad you're here, and I am here. What we're doing here is just experimenting with mountain biking and GoPros and a little bit of videography. A little bit scared of mountain biking, have my run-ins with it. I'm more of a street biker, but I like to putz around on a little mountain bike. So went out here, got a GoPro, was experimenting with different ways to attach it to the bicycle. Got a grip and also a helmet mount. Saw this bike park out by a lake nearby here in flyover country, so I figured I would experiment with it. So this is my first endeavor. I was a little bit hesitant at first, but then I started, just jumping into it. Right here, I'm experimenting with clamping things onto the front of the bike, and you can see a little bit of the tire. I thought that'd be an interesting effect, but it kind of freaked me out a little bit when I looked at the video afterward. I was like, I don't know about this. This makes me bounce around just a little bit too much. If you have a helmet mount, your head is actually pivoting and looking at different things and stabilizing, because your mind is stabilizing you. If you just clamp something on hard to your bike, it's like a tripod, whatever. But when you're moving, it creates a lot of angst. Well, this is a clamp, just clamp down a little bit lower so you can see more of the tire, and of course it's creates a little bit of anxiousness. You can see these hills just coming at you, hitting at you. You can see rocks flying up into your face and everything. So as far as a viewer, I guess it's a certain type of effect that you have to be after. If you're not after that effect, then you got to change things up, definitely. But had a lot of fun with this. It seemed like the bike park was designed so that when you get to the top of the hills, you could just roll down, and kinetic energy would push you over to the next hill, so on and so forth. So I was, thrilled at this. The biking part of this got over my fears pretty quick about going over the hills. This was my favorite setup. I clamped the GoPro to the back of the bicycle, and since we're going downhill, you can see part of my shoe, part of the bicycle, everything, and you feel a little bit more stable here. You can see where the handlebars are headed. It's a little bit more directional. The horizon isn't too bad, and plus you get this really live feel, like you're getting the grass and everything. It's just right there. I mean, you're just seeing it. Sometimes it hits the camera, and just creates a really fun effect. Now, there was another thing on the GoPro. It was called the slow motion effect. What it does is change from 30 frames per second to 60 frames per second. So I was playing a little bit around with speed settings and had it in slow-mo, so it's at the 60 frames per second setting, slow motion setting. And it just looked like I was doing different things. You could go cut the film at the top of the crest, or cut it at the valley and go slow-mo top down or bottom up, and it had a lot of different effects. But I really love the way it visually appears afterward. And so really thrilled with the GoPro now. Really thrilled with the couple attachments I've got. One is the helmet mount that came with it, and then one I bought the clamp. But that clamp is really fun to use. Just put the camera in different places and get a lot of different perspective on there. So thanks a lot for watching. Hopefully this taught you a little bit. You had a lot of fun watching. I mean, these high-speed videos are just a lot of fun to even look at, and that bike part was really a whole lot of fun to go through. Here, Creation Chemist is venturing out into new adventures, and I think that's what the creator wants us to do. So I am very happy. Comment, have fun, have an awesome life, explore, create, live your life to the fullest, and I will see you next time.